Previously, Jun-sung went on a berserk mode of killing people. He cooperates with two doppelgangers to kill our MC. But his quest to gain power fails, and he dies at the hands of Hoyoung. The system informs everyone that a player has been killed. Hoyoung stands still next to the lifeless body of Jun-sung. The fresh blood drips from his sword, and he thinks that in the end, I had to kill a living human. Suddenly, a red system window pops up informing him the player who took on the challenge of becoming the Star Killer has died. You have obtained the chance to become the Star Killer in place of the one who died. A red mist began warping around Hoyoung. Wait. What is happening? If he takes up the challenge to become the Star Killer, he will receive a stats buff and support from doppelgangers. If he succeeds in becoming a star player, he will receive tremendous benefits. The mist begins to crystallize itself into an entity. What's this? What's happening here? It finally began to take a form. A hand reaches out to him, and a charming woman with revealing clothes asks if he would like to take up the challenge. Hoyoung is shocked by the beauty of her, by the system info. So, was it because of this? The reason why Jun-sung was able to command the doppelgangers. That aside, a system window shows him all the benefits he will receive. A legendary rank equipment, legendary rank skill, increase in stats, and a Star Killer exclusive trait. These benefits are absolutely ridiculous, no wonder why Jun-sung would betray everyone. His nervousness makes him gulp down his throat. While I didn't like the idea of killing doppelgangers, I was able to cut through them because I knew they weren't humans. But, I would run into more situations where I have to fight humans. And, one of them could be another challenger trying to become the Star Killer. No, it might even be someone who's the actual future Star Killer. Hoyoung is tempted to accept the role of Star Killer. Even though the woman and the offer are charming, he refuses it. I won't become a crazy psychopath like Jun-sung. He then reaches the top of the mountain and is greeted by Seong, Yiziel, and Juno. He is quite happy to see them making it to the top. Why are you so late, big bro? Maybe, I should become a Star Killer, but he manages to control himself. All of you did great gathering here. I know it would have been hard to follow my proposal, but thank you for following it. Hey, what do we do now? He is my exact replica. His other version asks if he is able to differentiate who's the doppelganger. Yes, that's right, I can. His words are cut short by his doppelganger. His doppelganger thanks them for following his instructions. Oh no! It has appeared. He is my doppelganger. What? There are two Hoyoung. Which side do we trust? Did you foresee this situation as well? Both of them stare at each other. This is going to be a duel between who will be able to prove himself the real one. This has gotten complicated. This is why I wanted to kill my doppelganger before I got here. But my plan was foiled because of an unexpected variable known as Jun-sung. This is now going to be a chess match between me and my doppelganger. Oyeon. I don't know who's the real one, but please explain the current situation. Did you kill the doppelgangers as you mentioned before? Who are the dead doppelgangers? Hoyoung takes a moment to think. There are a total of 8 people that have either a dead doppelganger or a dead player. If I reveal the 5 doppelgangers that I killed, we would naturally be able to know their identities. This means if I can prove this fact, I would be able to prove that I am a player. Both of them then start speaking out the names. Kim Jun-sung, John Haeung-kyung, Lee Bunongwoo, Chai Yiziel, and Juno are the names of the dead doppelgangers. The same answer from both of them takes everyone aback. So, this is what it comes down to, huh? His doppelganger makes the next move. Everyone think carefully. Seong and Yiziel were in my party on the first floor. We have built a good amount of trust between us. But among all our doppelgangers, I found theirs first and killed their doppelgangers. What are the odds of that happening? He made the first move. Is that a trick for him to put himself into an advantageous situation? This sounds too obvious to be true. Yiziel says that there's no guarantee that it is possible or not. Yiziel and Juno are thinking deeply while Seong lacks the brain power to understand anything. If what the fake says is correct, then Jun-sung over here would be the doppelganger. This means that he killed the real Jun-sung by himself. You all know what kind of person Jun-sung is, right? He is the highest among us, the real leader who would give us courage whenever times were tough for us. I cannot imagine someone like him dying at the hands of his doppelganger. Even if this is the real Hoyoung, can you really trust a murderer who killed someone? The doppelganger says that he doesn't know how the real Jun-sung died, but the momentum is on my side. The only thing left to do is to finish him off with one move. Hoyoung thinks that it looks like he confessed too soon to bring people over to his side. He calls out the real Hoyoung as the doppelganger. Alright, there is nothing more to say, let's beat up the fake and kill the rest of the doppelgangers. Hey, don't be ridiculous, that would mean I am a fake too. Yeah, Seong is right, we shouldn't jump to conclusions after only hearing one side of the story. She is right, we need to proceed with caution, says Juno. There is no time for that, a few minutes from now, a huge disaster will appear on us. Hoyoung just listens to their mundane conversation. This is surprising, praising my doppelganger would be similar to praising myself. It made the best move in the current situation. Hoyoung then steps forward and proclaims that what my duplicate said is right, I killed the real Junsung. The fake says that it is very disappointing to hear that, have you already given up? But there is something that even my doppelganger doesn't know. He prepares to take out his sword, and he delivers his final blow that will set out the whole game. Much to the dismay of the fake Hoyoung, the real one slashes at Junsung. He says that Junsung is a damn traitor, he is the one who has been killing the players all along. The fake Junsung is bowing down on his knees. Hoyoung's doppelganger says that what do you think you are doing? Are you just doing whatever you want now that you have nothing to say? Wait a minute, he comes to a sudden realization. Junsung is a traitor? What does that mean? If what I am thinking is correct, then the one who slashed Junsung is the real Hoyoung. The fact of the matter is that since Hoyoung gathered everyone in one place, he has already created a situation where the players have the upper hand. Because when a doppelganger kills someone, the system will inform everyone that a player has died. And the fact that they are a doppelganger is revealed immediately, so they can't kill anyone recklessly. However, if Hoyoung is able to tell who's a doppelganger, then the system will inform about the death of a fake one. He can prove that he is the real one by just killing a doppelganger. But he is saying that Junsung is a traitor. Hoyoung, tell us, did Junsung really kill humans? Yes he did, Junsung was a demon that wore the mask of a good person. He hid his true nature and bided his time. The woman who trusted Junsung the most is absolutely devastated. He saved my life from the monsters in the first round, he is not the type of person who will do that. How dare you insult Junsung? I won't forgive you, with tears filled in her eyes, she wants to kill Hoyoung badly. But she stops midway. Somebody shot an arrow at her back. It was Junsung's doppelganger who did this. The system informs everyone that a player has died. This sudden twist of events shocks everyone. Now 12 players and 11 doppelgangers remain. Damn it. He still has enough strength left to move. Ha ha ha, yes this is it. This is the kind of expression I have wanted to see. A person comes from behind the bushes and kills him by throwing a knife. He apologizes to Hoyoung for doubting his capabilities. What should we do now? This guy is on Secheng, currently at level 8 and a special force member. What? That really was a doppelganger. This means that he is the real Hoyoung. Everyone readies their weapon, and looks at the fake Hoyoung. Please tell us, what do we need to do? We will follow what you say. Aha, this feels like déjà vu to me. Alright, I will tell you my last plan. The fake Hoyoung says that since now it has come down to this, I will just reveal myself and kill you. His surprise attack is caught by the real one. Alright, listen everyone, we will increase our stats and then loot all the gold these fakes have. Everyone raises their stat, and start beating their doppelganger head on. These doppelgangers are no longer a match for us because everyone has already become stronger than they were yesterday. After a ton of fighting 12 players and 1 doppelganger remain. We killed all the doppelgangers, didn't we? So where is the last one? Hoyoung goes towards the bushes, and stares at it intently. He pokes his sword through the bush, and kills the last doppelganger, and thus clearing the mission. After clearing the mission, everyone returns back to the lobby. Hoyoung explains that since the stats of the doppelgangers were the same as our stats when we first entered the second floor, so we were able to clear the mission without any further casualties since we raised our stats with gold. Secheng complains that if it weren't for that bastard Junsung, we would have been able to survive without anyone dying. Secheng, he is probably the most disappointed since he was in the same party as Junsung. I am just as disappointed, my goal was to clear the second floor safely without anyone dying after all. The situation in other regions is probably worse than ours. They don't have someone like me that has a guide to read, and there would be someone else who took on the path of the Star Killer. The fights from now on will probably get more intense. While I am still weak, I am sure there is a good reason why I have this special ability to read the guide. Not all the things I have experienced so far have been good, but as long as there are people who trust me, I will do my best to save as many people as possible. Someone approaches Hoyoung. Secheng thanks him, he was the reason that they were able to survive that round. No, it's thanks to everyone following my plan. Seeing how you are still level 2 despite having contributed the most, you must have been given a special ability in return for having your leveling slowed down. Secheng's cautiousness and decision-making ability are definitely impressive. He will be of great help in the future. I would like to sincerely apologize for doubting and looking down on you. There is no need to apologize. Haha, you guys are so bad at seeing someone's true potential. You should have been like me, getting on the Hoyoung Express train. Kim Seong, I was the very first person to discover how extraordinary he is. Juno in the back says that he would like to apologize again with tears this time round. I know this might sound shameless after everything that had happened, but I would like you to lead us from now on. Hoyoung is at a loss of words at first, then he becomes delighted on seeing the trust all of them are putting on him.